I don't know, man. Maybe even Tim Doyle could have helped out Miami and Coach Spo yesterday. Timmy, how do you best explain what happened, especially in that first quarter?
You know, Tommy, when you're a gambler, what you never want to do is in a first quarter of a game go, oh, I got the winner here, okay? But throughout this series, if you had the winner of the first quarter, you got the winner there. I mean, I've never had so many bets where either I've known I've lost, where I had Boston in game number 3, or I had the under in game number 4, and I knew I won. Yeah, it's been certainly a roller coaster series. You know, you start looking back now that it's knotted up at 2-2, and you're like, well, if Boston would have completed that dramatic comeback at home where they cut, a 20-point deficit to a 1-point game in the fourth, this would be 3-1 in the series, and everyone would think that Boston has a stranglehold on it. I still like the Celtics before the series, and I like the Celtics now. I give Miami credit. You knew they were going to fight, right? You knew they weren't just going to lay down in this series. I had Boston winning this series in 6. Obviously, it could still happen. They have to go to Miami and win on the road, but they showed me something in this game. You know what the difference was? They won without Marcus Smart. Had a losing record this year when Smart was not in the lineup. Jason Tatum stepped up in a big way. How great has Peyton Pritchard been? And that fade, Tommy, he has is always so tight. I think he gets the one clip right before the game. I still like Boston in this series, but these games almost unpredictable until they become the first quarter. Then they become really predictable.
All professional athletes who have the nice tight fade, they got the barber like on standby. You get that cut on a daily basis. You and I have to be on a budget. I, at one point, try to get my fade every single week. It costs me so much money. Then I get it to 10 days, 14 days. It gets way too long. But let's get back to the basketball portion of this. For Miami, is it as simple as a poor shooting night? We've seen so many ebbs and flows in terms of blowouts so far, especially in this series. But how does Miami get back on track? Tyler Hero, of course, didn't play in this game either.
No, and what does that do? It just puts immense pressure right there on Jimmy Butler. And what does he have to do? I don't think he has to be as dominant as Luka Doncic has to be for the Mavericks. And Luka really has to be flawless. But Jimmy's got to go out there and average about 28 or 29 a game. We talked about it. No starter broke double figures for the Heat. And Jimmy Butler, who averages right around 20 a game, is averaging around 30 a game in the playoffs. So he has elevated his game to a whole nother level. And 6 points just ain't going to get it done. You wonder when he has a game like that, Tommy, because he was questionable, upgraded to probable. How hurt is he? Because if he is banged up and if he is not playing at 80 or 90%, because no one's really 100% this time of year, you see the 3 for 14 from the field. Something to note, because if he is not at full strength, the Heat are in very deep water.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.